now I've got a new puppy in the home with a demanding morning routine, and that's fine and that's well and good. But if I have to get up at 8 o'clock on a Saturday, guess what? Taking a nap at noon. But no, I never had that sort of like youthful exuberance and being full of energy. I was always tired. I was always lethargic. I always wanted to lie down. I always got head rushes. I always got out of breath saying long sentences. I was never that sort of like guy that ripped through life like a hot knife through butter, you know? So I don't know. I wouldn't notice it if it's catching up with me in my age, because I apparently have had the constitution of a 45-year-old since I was about 12. So no, is this short answer. Should we talk about what's going on in the world?
All right. Well,
just I see I'm not the only one who suffers from a lack of enthusiasm for work.
Whatever,
hey, Funkhauser,
so.
You want to read the news?
Read? Oh, that's so
God.
much work.
Have you ever seen that episode of Seinfeld where Jerry says to Elaine, "Want to do something?" She's like, "Nah." And he's like, "You want to go out for a meal?" She's like, "No, not really." "What about the coffee shop? We can just go downstairs to the coffee shop." She's like, "Do I have to talk? Because I'll go if I don't have to talk." Like, that's how I feel about life in general. Just hate effort. Effort sucks.
Did you see him on Larry David on SNL?
Oh, my God.
Are you going to the party, Larry, later? No. Why would I go to the party?
It's so funny. Well, you know what I thought was so amazing about that? And the SNL thing, it was a microcosm of SNL. It was 3.5 hours of SNL. Some of it was awkward, uncomfortable, and failed to land, and some of it was jaw-droppingly brilliant and made me laugh my sweet patootie off. And the SNL 40 thing was just... To me, it was a period on the end of a sentence about how entertainment used to be and how amazing it used to be and how creative and celebratory of talent and people that thought outside the box it used to be. And that was it. Like, the SNL 40 thing was like, okay, that's it. No more. You know, that was...
You're not predicting
was the last 40 years. No, I think SNL will continue, but just the shape of the world and the shape of the way we consume entertainment and television, all the above, that was the last 40 years. And now it's just going to suck for the next 10 or 15 years until we find our feet again and find a way to give creative people a voice. And right now, I don't think they have that, or at least not a voice that's celebrated. But the whole Larry David, Jerry Seinfeld thing was so brilliant, where he was like, "Oh, you used to be a writer on SNL, didn't you?" Yeah, I did. And then you and I went on to have like the biggest, greatest TV show of all time. Yeah. And it's like, and because of how the world is now, that can never happen again, right? Yeah, no, that's pretty much. It can never happen again. So that was us. We did it. We had the greatest TV show of all time, and it'll never be replicated. And I was like, God, it's funny because it's true. Like, it's 100% true. Like, the conversation they had between themselves as a bit on SNL is just a sad indictment of the way things are going and the way things are going to be until, like I said, there's a way to give a voice to creative people and some sort of power to creative people. Because right now, power isn't given to creative people, or Funkhauser and I would be doing this show from our own private island. Anyways, go on.
Well, critics have been savaging 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah. Case in point. They've been going after 50 Shades of Grey because it's a complete bag of suck, apparently. Man, it's almost like for the first time ever, Hollywood rushed to cash in on a trend instead of taking the time to write a good script, hire a capable director, or find decent actors. It's that sort of like, here's your piece of entertainment. Here's your piece of entertainment. We have entered the Tasty Freeze. We have entered the Tasty Freeze era of entertainment. It's like ice
Orange
cream.
Julius?
Yeah. It's like ice cream. People are going to eat it. They'll go, this isn't as good as the ice cream, but what else are we going to do? And it's sort of some sort of non-dairy substitute that tastes sort of all right. And because it's there, people will consume it. That's where entertainment is in this day and age. Go on.
I love the stories of it showing on drive-in theaters around the country, and people like driving by seeing the scenes. That's come out a couple of times.
I don't know. How many aren't there just like 4 or 5 drive-in theaters left in America?
I don't know. I think they're more prevalent. Is that a word? In
that's a word.
Midwest?
That's a thing. I know there's one in Dallas. Like, I remember driving into Dallas to play shows several times, and you always see going into Dallas, you see the movie theater screens. So I know there's one there. I mean, well, I remember there being one there. I don't know if it's still there, but yeah, no, there definitely seems to be less and less of a thing. Hopefully they bring it back in sort of an old-timey way. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm. Madonna said 50 Shades of Grey isn't very sexy.
Madonna says 50 Shades of 50. Well, if there's anyone who knows about things that aren't sexy, it's a 56-year-old woman who still insists on posing topless.
Ooh, speaking of...
Madonna said 50 Shades of Grey, not sexy. To which everyone within earshot replied, ew, gross. Someone's grandma's talking about sex.
Someone's great-grandma.
Yeah. You know what else isn't sexy, Madonna? Dusty caverns. Menopause. Go on.
Well, after fighting with Instagram over nudity, Chelsea Handler is now showing her tatas on Twitter.
Yeah, so that's 2 social media accounts I'll no longer be checking. Go on.
Yesterday was President's Day.
Right. Or as Mitt Romney calls it, Monday.
Jamming on the one like Theo Huxtable. Days like this when I feel untouchable. I try to make up for all the wrongs I did by living my life like a Cosby kid. Jamming on the one like Theo and Stevie. I know it sounds crazy, but you gotta believe me when I feel like I just can't make it through. I try to think, what would Cliff tell Theo to do? Man, sometimes it's just so hard to be a good person, to lift yourself up and try to be that better version of all the potential people that you got living in your mind. It takes more than happy chance and circumstance. You gotta decide that you're gonna keep your head up and treat people how you want to be treated. Hold doors and be polite, try not to be conceited. But sometimes, kind of sort of all the time, for some of us it's true. It's harder than anything else on earth to observe the golden rule, especially when everyone you meet seems like a freaking tool, and you get the feeling that there's a lot of chlorine in the gene pool. Sometimes I get angry, I tell everyone to bite me, especially on days when the universe is trying to spite me. And it doesn't always work, but I remember that when I can, that I learned from TV as a kid what it takes to be a better man. And days when you stay positive, that's when you're truly free. That's when you're being the best you that you could ever be. And you're jamming on the one like Theo Huxtable. Days like this when I feel untouchable. I try to make up for all the wrongs I did by living my life like a Cosby kid. Jamming on the one like Theo and Stevie. I know it sounds crazy, but you gotta believe me when I feel like I just can't make it through. I try to think, what would Cliff tell Theo to do? Man, we should all be so lucky as to have parents that care enough to put us in check like Clifford Huxtable and Claire. And if I ever have kids, I'm going straight to the Cosby reruns to get all the lessons I need to get that parenting right thing done. Like Bill, never forgetting the importance of a great education, that learning is knowledge and knowledge is creation. Not just so you can get a baller job and quick get to earning, but to help any kids I have know that there's joy in learning. And if there's a problem, there's a way to overcome. Like Theo's dyslexia, but he still got college done. And when a girl gives you a stupid nickname like Rudy did to Bud, it's probably just because she wants to give Kenny a hug. And if you're lucky enough to crawl in bed with a woman like Claire every night, you should love that woman all you can for the rest of your life. And when my family needs cheering up, I know just what I'll do. I'll hilariously lip sync to classic jazz and blues. I'll be jamming on the one like Theo Huxtable. Days like this when I feel untouchable. I try to make up for all the wrongs I did by living my life like a Cosby kid. Jamming on the one like Theo and Stevie. I know it sounds crazy, but you gotta believe me when I feel like I just can't make it through. I try to think, what would Cliff tell Theo to do? Jamming on the one. 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 I learned all I need to know from the Cosby Show. I learned all I need to know. One, two. Fuck you. Fuck you. You whiny little bitches. I'm gonna knock you out, leave you needing stitches. Keep talking, bitch, keep running your mouth. You're gonna get your motherfucking teeth knocked out. It's not my fucking fault that your life didn't work out. It's not my fucking fault, so quit running your mouth. It's not my fucking fault that you're broken, I'm not. Cause I busted my ass for every cent that I got. It's not my fucking fault that you're down on your luck. It's not my fucking fault that your fucking band sucks. It's not my fucking fault you're going nowhere. It's not my fucking fault that you're losing your hair. But somehow it would seem you feel there's something that I owe you. So get up in my face again, cause I would love to show you. Ow, fuck you. knocked out. Fuck you, you whiny little bitches. I'm gonna knock you out, leave you needing stitches. It'll be easy and it'll be fun, and I won't leave your body till the job is done. No, I won't leave your body till the job is done. No, I won't leave your body till the job is done. It's not my fucking fault that you're on food stamps. It's not my fucking fault you got herpes from your stupid fucking tramps. I would really love to be the one to bust your bubble. Let me tell you now that you just make your own trouble. Now you blame everybody but yourself, that your life is just sitting on the shelf. You're talking smack about me cause of petty jealousy, and you hate seeing anyone else do well. Yeah, you hate seeing anyone else do well. Yeah, you hate seeing anyone else do well. You're talking smack about me cause of petty jealousy, and you hate seeing anyone else do well. Ow. Fuck you, you whiny little bitches. I'm gonna knock you out, leave you needing stitches. Keep talking, bitch, keep running your mouth. You're gonna get your motherfucking teeth knocked out. Fuck you, you whiny little bitches. I'm gonna knock you out, leave you needing stitches. It'll be easy and it'll be fun, and I won't leave your body till the job is done. No, I won't leave your body till the job is done. No, I won't leave your body till the job is done. You hate seeing anyone else do well. You hate seeing anyone else do well. You talk smack about me cause you're petty jealousy, and you hate seeing anyone else do well. You hate seeing anyone else do well. You hate seeing anyone else do well.
Go ahead, favorite the show and enjoy AD on the go. iHeartRadio presents AD.
Hey, you worried about your pension? I mean, you might not be near retirement age, but you have to be living under a rock to have not heard all the talk. Like, Social Security is a joke. People are paying into something that will never pay back to them. It's not going to work. It's dead and gone. Au contraire, my friend, there's a way to have an excellent pension. Be the President of the United States of America, or, you know, any number of other government worker positions. And we'll get into that in just a little bit. Right now, though, Funkhauser and I were talking about this off the air. You can turn the news bed back on. We're not done with the news yet, I don't think. But I've come to believe that, well, you know the National Enquirer, right?
I've heard of it.
So if you are old enough to remember, pre-digital era, the National Enquirer is kind of like a guilty pleasure. Like, you know, if no one was looking, if no one you knew was around while you were at the supermarket checkout.
Let's see who's secretly pregnant today.
Yeah. You might sort of like, you might be like, oh, I got to read this thing about Hitler's baby being born on the moon, or whatever the hell it was. But it was kind of a secretive thing where you didn't want to be seen to be doing something so intellectually gauche, something that, you know, indicated that you were probably raised in a trailer park being fed a steady diet of Mountain Dew in your bottle. But I know. I wish I was given Mountain Dew in my bottle. I don't know why that sounded dirty, but it's not. But like the National Enquirer was sort of like a guilty pleasure and something that you only snuck a peek at while you were at supermarket checkouts when no one else was looking around.
Yeah, nobody bought it.
Yeah, no one bought it. And the people that did bought it, you were like, how sad and pathetic of them. Now we live in this digital era where nobody's really watching, you know, except for Google and Uncle Scam. And people click on whatever the hell they want. And Funkhauser was talking about the morning news in Los Angeles, where he lives. He was like, they were doing the super hot chicks, you know, on the news show were doing yoga. Yeah, the whole show, downward facing dog, the works, and it was girl on girl yoga. Is that how you described it, Funkhauser?
Yeah, how to use your partner for you know, leverage to be able to do certain moves and stuff. And it's yoga with a friend, and it's yeah.
So you put your head between their butt cheeks and let camera 2 focus on you for absurdly long amounts of time. That's the news now. And this is indicative of where we are as a culture. To gain anybody's attention, to get it, it's not good enough. It's not good enough to be informative. It's not good enough to just be the news. You got to have silicone-enhanced bimbos doing downward-facing doggy style on each other to get ratings in the morning news, and that is the same the world over. You can't just be a newspaper that reports the news anymore. You'll go out of business. So you have to pander to this lowest common denominator, this inbred, born in a trailer park, Mountain Dew in your bottle as a baby.